Happy Friday, friends. So I am going to do a little show and tell, I guess, right now. And then I'll come back on and chat with you because it is weigh-in Friday for me also. So tomorrow is the rail fence. I guess it's not really a mystery, but that I'm going to be doing, and it took a jelly roll, but all of my jelly rolls, this is what a rail fence looks like. All my jelly rolls didn't have enough contrast. Well, last night the gal who's running it said that a layer cake would work, and I asked her, how does that work? Well, she explained how it does, and it is on here, which I had no clue. So basically it's a 10-inch square, and you cut them into 2.5 inches because that's what I need, not 2. And you'll get 4 out of them, and they will be 10 inches long. And then you sew 4 of them together, and then you trim it down to the 8.5 that we need for the square. Well, y'all, I've been wanting to use this. So this is the one I chose. It is called Town Square. It is Modas by Holly Taylor. Those are the different designs in it. I will not use this first one. This is the only one that I can see in here of this. So this one I'm not going to use, and hopefully I don't need to use it. But I wanted to show you all the other colors that was in it. This is going to be a winter. I'm going to call it winter. So I just need to separate all of these so that, like, this would be considered one grouping here. But I thought I would sit here and show these to you. But I think that this will work. There's enough contrast, I think, that you'll get the idea. And I have brown backing or fabric for like borders, and a cream also for borders. So, and this one, you can see the texture in that. So we'll see on those last 2 super white ones if I use those 2. We'll see how things go. But it is, oh, there is more of that in here. Let me set that off to the side. Because my thought on this is that I could make this into blocks to put on the back of it. So, and I think this is just going to repeat. Maybe, maybe not. So I hope that your day has been good. Mine has been, woke up at 5 a.m. Miss Nala this time woke us up early. And then 5:45, Simba woke us up. And then by 6:30, I couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been up since then, but I've been awake since 5. Just took some ibuprofen because I got a headache today. So that right there, and I don't know how to talk today apparently. That is the ones that I'm going to do, and because I'm afraid if I use these 2.5 inches, you're not going to get, let me can grab a ruler over here. Okay, so that is a 2.5 inch ruler. So I might get some stuff in it, but I kinda, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I will use those two in the front unless I absolutely have to, because it says I need 36 8.5 inch squares. So I'll only cut into those if I have to. So, but anyway, so that is what I'm going to do for that. Then I finished my diamond dot this morning. This was the second one that I did. This one is called Stain. Oh, there's a diamond dot on it. Stained Glass Flower, 13 by 13. It's by Peggy Collins. And so that's what this one looks like. You can see all the sparkle on it. So I will do something with it. So I will be then starting on the hummingbird one. So, but anyways, I'm going to let you go, and then I'll come back and I'll chit chat with you. See you in a bit. Hey friends, welcome back. Oh, it's just been a day, especially for me. Mr. Jerry left this morning, went to an auction. It's a 2-day sale. He was going for some tools. The tools will be sold tomorrow, but he looked at a couple things we both were interested in, but they're such antiques that they're high priced. And when I say high priced, like $100 is the lowest. Things were selling like they're like $900, $500, you know, so people with more deep pockets or credit cards than us. But anyways, I was recording this morning talking to you about my snack I had and my smoothie I had, and then he come walking in, scared the living bejeebas out of me. So I won't be you won't be seeing that. But yeah, it is weigh-in Wednesday, I used to do them on Wednesdays, weigh-in Wednesday, and then I switched to a Friday because a couple of people wanted to switch to a Friday, and it works out good because for me at least, because my weigh-ins used to be on Tuesdays. They used to be on Wednesdays. Now they're on Fridays because I do online, because we have no workshops near us at all. So when I had weigh-ins on Tuesday, weekends were difficult. This way I feel like, you know, if I happen to eat off or whatever on the weekend, I still have time to make up for it. And so far it's worked out, but really we don't go anyplace and it's just us here. So if I, you know, go off the rails, it's because we ordered pizza or something. So, and that doesn't happen very often. But anyways, so Mr. Jerry ran in town. He's got to go to the lumber company here in our hometown to buy some wood for one of the couples gifts that we do for our kids, and so he's going to do it for our daughter and her husband first, and I think he's got the rest of it for our son and his wife. But anyways, I thought this would be the time to do it. So this last week, I can't complain on how I ate or anything. It's just that I'm doing that diabetic plan, and I get 33 points. I can't, because it's so new to me, I can't tell you how many extra weeklies I get. But like I said the other day, I tend to overshoot it by 6-7 points, and so I was like negative 20, and then throughout the week I've been getting at a 15-minute walk, which gave me a point back. So I think it was down to negative 13, something like that, because yesterday I got about 20 minutes of walking in, and I'm telling you, I can tell the difference with those new shoes, because my old shoes, my body was used to feet walking wrong, and now that it's making them so they're supposed to be steady eddies, I could feel it, and I could feel a little bit today. So, but like I said, I'm sporting a headache. Allergies are awful right now. Mr. Jerry had a really bad sinus headache the other night. Woke up with it in the night, and I didn't get this headache until probably an hour or two ago. So, but I've taken some meds for it, and all's going to be good. So, but anyways, today what I've been trying to incorporate more proteins and hitting my calories. Everybody that I have watched that are nutritionalists and everything, they tell you if you focus mainly on hitting your protein and your calories, everything else should fall in place. Your carbs, your fats, your fibers, all that stuff. Well, now Weight Watchers updated it so that our macro tabs on the Weight Watcher app will tell you exactly what your range should be in for your proteins, your carbs, your fats, calories, and so on. And they did add a new one, which was it saturated fat? Something fat, I can't remember. What's the other one? Anyways, I added it to the screen so I could keep track. And my protein goal should be 121 is the lowest, up to, I think it was 171, 151. I can't remember. Y'all, I don't even hit 121. The highest I got last week was 109. My calories are supposed to be, I think it was 1525 to 1725. The highest I hit last week was 1400. But I was averaging 11 to 1200 before that. So what I've done is I did get some Premier shakes, which are 30 grams of protein. I got some powder. I'm trying to, normally I don't eat a snack in between meals. And so I'm trying to at least one snack in there, and I'm trying to make it more protein based so I can get more protein that way. So today my smoothie, instead of putting in a cup of milk and a scoop of protein, I just did a protein drink, strawberries and cream, and then I did my yogurt, and I had strawberries, half a cup of strawberries, and I think a half a cup of cherries. I think that was it, because I'm out of spinach. Normally I would throw in baby spinach with it. But it's still, the protein was higher than it normally would have been with just milk in it. And I am feeling fuller because I know all the kitties were sleeping, and I thought I could get away with coming in here, and now they're both in here. Oh, they haven't slept hardly at all today. Hi, Nala. Come here. Come here. Come here. But anyways, my snack today, I had a mozzarella stick for 2 points, and I had 2 ounces of I don't know if you're going to see him jump or not. There's Mr. Simba. He's going to go above what I call on the perch up above. Maybe not. And then I had 2 ounces of turkey. We went to our turkey store who raises turkeys, Otto's. And so it is strictly turkey. And so I had 2 ounces of that. And so that helped bump up everything. Then the headache came on. I had plans to have a quesadilla with some chicken salad in it and some vegetables and all this stuff, and then my head started hurting, and then your stomach doesn't feel well, so I had a bowl of cereal. So I'm trying, but with all that said, I lost again 0.8. So right now I am down 31.5, and in 4 weeks I have lost 4.5 pounds. For me, that is huge, because I usually don't lose. When I was doing Weight Watchers at workshops, 0.8, 0.5, if I hit 1 pound, I was like, you know, ringing the bells and everything. So something's working. Something's working, and I'm going to continue with it. Now, if you're a diabetic or you're doing the plan, you already know the difficulties everything is, because no longer can I count my my fruits free. No longer is my cottage cheese free, or potatoes, or yogurt, if I recall right. So the yogurt doesn't bother me. The cottage cheese doesn't bother me. It's the fruits. You know, I love a big, you know, I love bananas, and a medium banana is right up there in points. I take half of one in my smoothie because it helps the texture. But it's still, if it's a medium, I think it's 2 points. If it's a large, it's 3. So, because bananas can be pure sugar. Just like watermelon and grapes, they say, you know, you can have them as a diabetic, but you got to limit what you have, because apparently they cause spikes in blood sugar. So for me, it was like, I chose to do this because my doctor says this is what I am, but it's controlled by diet. I could just go back and have all the 0-point foods, and I could sit there and put my blinders on, and then someday go to the doctor and have them say, well, Miss Terry, we might be needing to talk about putting you on some meds. I don't want that, guys. So last night I was talking to Mr. Jerry about it, because they base it on, they want you to track your fruits as a diabetic. And I told him, I says, well, if I track my fruits on the old plan, wouldn't that be the same thing? He says, you know, he says, I think you are doing really good on this, and I'm very proud of you. And he says, I think you should stick to what you're doing. I said, I know, but sometimes, my allergies, sorry. Sometimes I don't want to count my fruits. Sometimes I get tired of seeing -17. But if I'm losing and it is working for me, and if it helps keep me hopefully away from medications, then I will do it. I might be like a little 2-year-old sometime, but you know, but I have a choice. Some people don't have a choice. Some people are born a diabetic, or they are on meds and they don't have a say like I do. So don't take me as I'm going, oh, woe is me, because I know it could be worse. It's just that it's something new again, and change isn't the easiest thing, is it? But I am so happy that for 4 weeks in a row, I have lost. And my first goal that I was going to set, that I wanted to lose by Thanksgiving, I'm within 6 pounds of hitting that. And then the second goal would have been, I think, 10 more pounds by Christmas. Now, we'll see if I hit my goal before Thanksgiving. If I do, I might have to change things up. But, you know, 4.5 pounds is not bad in 4 weeks. And me walking 15 minutes every other day, to some it's like, that's no big deal. But to this gal, it's a big deal, because my body is saying, hey lady. So, but I got the shoes, and I am going to start trying to do every other day, and except for Sundays. Sundays is my rest day, and there's nothing wrong with a rest day. So I sure hope someone's on here that's still doing Weight Watchers or something, and that you just haven't thrown in the towel, that my channel went away from losing weight, because I'm still doing Weight Watchers. I'm still trying to lose the weight, because apparently I can't do it on my own, and I don't want to be on any more meds, and I'd like to get off from meds, and or just maintain what I'm on. So, but anyways, I just wanted to hop on and say thanks for following along with me. Thanks for all your help throughout all this. And Miss Pat, you were correct. My body was basically in starvation mode because I wasn't eating enough, even though I felt like I was eating enough. So, but tell me how you guys get your proteins in. How do you get your calories in and keep it under your numbers, or isn't that feasible on the diabetic plan? Maybe it's not feasible. I don't know. But I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. I'm going to try my darndest to get to that 1,500 calories of good calories, and hit my protein goals and my walking goals. So please stick with me, my friends. I'm still going to be doing the talks, and I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing and stuff like that. But every once in a while, you might be seeing some food choices in there and different things. So thanks again, my friends. Till we can meet again. Remember, I'll be off Saturday and Sunday. So we'll see you Monday. And if I do post something about the quilt, I might take snippets and just do a short little vlog. But we'll see. Thanks again. See you soon, my friends. Stay strong. We got this.